everyone, it is I, your favourite tyrannical ruler, Lord Frieza, and I know that I posted a link to my 15k subscriber Q&A special, but I wanted to do the solo Q&A one first that I posted a couple of weeks back. It's been a while since I posted it, and I would like to get to it. Now I've got me some hot tea here. Oh, that's good. Clear the throat there. Tastes delicious, by the way. Got some honey in there. Ooh, tastes so good. Okay, let's go and take a couple of questions here. As you can see, it's already on the screen. And we've said, okay everyone, it's that time again. Send in your questions for the next Q&A with your lordship here. Well, here we are. Let's go ahead and do it. Someone, let's see, the first one they asked was, how much puss does Master Roshi get? Well, I would like to think that the old man, in his doesn't he end up being like 800 some years old or something like that? I imagine he's probably gotten quite a bit by now. I mean, he's definitely can't be a virgin. He had to have slid in someone's Twitter DM box with a couple of emojis in the last week or so, just sliding in there. Probably a couple Bulma or RPs around there, most likely something like that. Okay, let's see here. I don't know what the hell Yellow Morningstar said, so we're gonna skip right past that. And, okay. He's trying to milk the LOL cow. Okay, so Shiny already took care of that one. Dear Lord Frieza, I love your YouTube and Twitter, but how do I post a comment for the Q&A? As you post a comment on the Q&A thread. 10 out of 10 there. Good job. But no, you already did post where you needed to post. Next time you know now. Moving on. And let's see here. Why didn't you train for 5 months? From the blue-haired SSJ, my favorite YouTuber when it comes to high-pitched voices, oh my. You know what? I achieved my golden evolution in 4 months and realized, you know what? I think I can move on from that. I don't need to keep dwelling on this. I should have enough power by now, and that was my first mistake there. Could have went and trained a little bit longer, but let's not talk about the things that could disappoint me. What if Zarbon had a tail? Oh my, you know what your lordship likes, Ramble. Now we're talking. If Zarbon had a tail, I would tickle it, play with it, do everything with it all the time. Wouldn't waste no time at all, just be in and around my mouth. Okay, moving on. Naughty times. Okay there. Jace from a Space Aussie. Hold on, sipping the tea. Today's idea for the episode is tea and golden tea. Moving on. Would you friend people on 3DS? Also, will you play XENOVERSE with Franz? And that's his friend code if you want to add him. I've already friended a lot of people on 3DS since this point, and I totally have played XENOVERSE with fans on my Twitch streams multiple times. If you haven't been there, you totally should come. There's a link to my Twitch down in the description below. Follow me there. I stream at least 2 times a week. These last few weeks I haven't been streaming as much. Been a bit busy doing different renovations and whatnot to the ship of Zarbon, and uploading more frequently to the channel, aside with some of my professional voiceover work. Because Lord Frieza's down here in hell, and I do YouTube and voiceover stuff since I can't get out of here for some reason. Moving on. How do you feel about future Trunks coming back? I have fielded this question so many times, and it's always the same answer. Why does he even get to come back? Why do you people like him so much? He's literally a monkey, and apparently, oh gosh, spoiler alert, click away right now if you haven't watched Dragon Ball Super. I'll give you about 5 seconds. Skip past this about 30 seconds ahead. You got 2, 1. Okay, spoiler alert's over. The fact that he turned Super Saiyan 2 in his own timeline, big whoopty fucking deal. I could still bitch slap that idiotic monkey back through time in his little time machine, like I said in my Casting Call Club troll, which is on my channel that I recently uploaded. You should go and check that out. So that's what I think of him and why he's returning. Moving on. So, how about Hatsune Miku? I think you know the answer to that one, Doll the Dork. Seriously. Nice name, by the way. Couldn't you have made your name Doll the Dark? That's a little bit more evil and just, right in people's faces, make them think about you. Let's see here, Lord Frieza. Do you think that in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 they will have your Resurrection of F arc as the main story or DLC? Well, you know what? That is probably something that you should field to Geekdom 101 or maybe Rhyme Style. I just play the game. And whatever the hell that is, we're going to move on. Hello, my lord. Please tell me, if you could fuse with anybody in the multiverse, who would you choose? From a loyal servant. I've said this multiple times before, and I'll say it again. I don't fuse with people. I don't see a point in it. Your lordship leapfrogged everyone in all of the Dragon Ball franchise in 4 months in Dragon Ball Super. So why would I need to fuse with anyone? If anything, I need to train more, and that's all. And moving on. Dragon Ball's best. Do you sleep? Are there time zones in hell? The part of Earth that I died in has the Eastern time zone to it, and I do sleep. I like to take my naps when Zarbon tingles my back and I fall asleep, so casually. Moving on. You hated the legend of SSJ. How come you copied their transformation? Only to mock them, to show them that, once again, Emperor of the Universe, I look better in gold than they do, they can kiss my golden ass. My bottom is legendary, and they want to be me. Real Lord Frieza, since in the monkey's Trunks' future, Cell and the androids exist, what do you think happened to your future self? Well, that I had already been taken care of before that in their little timeline, but this is another question that you should field to Geekdom. He's the man of all these questions. At Emperor Big D on Twitter. Hit him up. You know what? I'll leave a link in the description. That's easier. There you go. You should already be following him anyways. I'm going to scroll through a little bit here. We've got a lot of questions to get to, but we've got a lot of time too. And Lord Frieza, how old are you? What is your power level? And what is your favorite food and color? Well, alright then. How old am I? Hundreds of years old. Could not tell you. It's been so long I've lost count. My power level's over 1 quintillion. My favorite food is seafood. You saw me burst into a crab. Just take him out real good on Namek. And my favorite color's probably gold because, well, you know why. My lord, if you would train me, I could become strong enough to take on one of the lower Z... if I could... Hold on, let me rephrase that there. Let me try that again. From Ernie TV. At Eenie TV. Forgot to put the R in there. I don't know, maybe he added it later. Not sure. Pretty sure you can change your @ sign, buddy. Might want to get on that. Make the match. My lord, if you would train me, I could become strong enough to take on one of the lower tier Z fighters? Maybe. But I mean, why would you want to stop there? One of the lower tier Z fighters. I mean, we've got people like, what do you consider lower tier? I mean, I consider the Bald Man lower tier, but then you forget that Yajirobe is considered a Z fighter as well. So, is that like the lower tier? Is there like an L to the second power that we don't know about when it comes to being a loser in the world of Toriyama? Because, I mean, let's face it, Krillin's right at the bottom of the barrel, folks, so it really can't go farther down from there. And then there's Yajirobe. So you've got to really specify a little more where you think low-tier Z-Fighter lives, because I think it lives around the Krillin era, and I feel like Yajirobe's just a cretin in a sewer somewhere. He's like the Dodoria of their team, basically, if I had to give you a figure of speech or a relative thing to compare it to in my realm. Okay, so, will you be playing Xenoverse 2? Abso-fucking-lutely. Did you see my reaction video? Whew! Before you, this question was asked well before it, but I'm just curious. Did you see my reaction video? Because it's fucking awesome. Link in the description. You might want to check that out. Okay. And, okay, we're not going to do second questions right now. Maybe if we see some more at the end. Let's keep moving here. There's a lot of questions here, guys. We're not even halfway. Do I watch wrestling? I actually used to watch wrestling years ago, but then all of the greats retired, like, you know, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man passed away, Ric Flair's still out there going strong, I think, to this day. This man's got to be in his 80s by now. I mean, gosh. I know he was in his 70s a couple years ago. He's got to be in his 80s now. Hardcore, parkour right there, man. Mick Foley, you know, he was awesome. You know, Cactus Jack. Who else am I thinking about here? A lot of them still wrestle, like The Undertaker and Kane, they still wrestle. I mean, I have so many different wrestlers, I could go on for a while. My favorite whenever I was, watching it back in the day was probably, The Rock. I liked Sting, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Rey Mysterio was always pretty cool, do all those little crazy wild flips and stuff. I mean, as you can see, there's a lot. The list goes on and on. I really liked the NWO. The red and black and the white and black, and then when they went to war, that was hilariously great. Degeneration X was freaking awesome. Gotta remember those people as well. Freaking awesome. X-Pac, all of them. Oh man, what were those brothers? The Hardy Boys? Whatever? I think they were in, I think they got into DX at some point. Did they? Someone let me know. I think they might have. Alright, moving on. Let's see here. Have you watched Super Sentai or Kamen Rider show? I have not, but why don't you go and tweet some pictures at me, and maybe I'll decide if I want to, Harry Carson, and then we'll know for sure if I would like to or not. And Eric McNeil asks, have you ever had a look at any other speed drawings on YouTube? If so, have you ever had a look at my other speed drawings on YouTube? If so, what do you think? I have not. Maybe you should tweet me some more, and I'd be happy to look at them and check them out. You know, whenever I'm not doing other tyrannical ruler things in training and doing the YouTube and the voiceover stuff, or streaming on Twitch, the many different things that I do in my time, I do actually frequent videos on YouTube as well. And Netflix as well. And sometimes Netflix and chill with the Supreme Kai of Time. She does visit me, don't worry. Let's see here. Who was my favorite streaming guest? Well, let me think here. I'm gonna take a sip of some water here. My favorite streaming guest. I've brought on so many different ones. I think my favorite probably has to be the real Stewie Griffin, and he does some hilarious Let's Plays on his channel, and he does Stewie calls as well. Sometimes we actually do them together. We come up with little quirky people we can call, and then when we're recording together, he'll visit me on my ship and we'll record together. We have a lot of good times. I'm going to leave a link to his channel down below. You guys should really check him out. He's hilarious. I actually recently guested on his Back to the Multiverse series. I think it was episode 7, I believe. Yeah, so I'm actually on that, so you want to go and check him out and sub to him, and if you like him, sub to him, but, you know, you should probably sub to him. He's training to become a tyrannical ruler like me. I've taken him on as my apprentice. Anyways, moving on. Enough shamelessly plugging my apprentices. What was your favorite game you ever streamed on Twitch and YouTube? Favorite game that I've ever streamed on Twitch and YouTube. There's a lot of games that I stream on Twitch and YouTube. For streaming on Twitch, it's probably Super Mario 64. You know, Super Cardio 64. Super Cardio 64. That's what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do it, then you do it, then you do it some more. Super Cardio 64. Super Cardio 64. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody make that into a beat right now. Go. You've got the vocals. Anyways, that's probably my favorite game to stream. On YouTube, probably the same thing, honestly. I love that game. Been loving it for years, and speedrunning it is amazing. People go, Lord Frieza, of all people, you speedrun Super Mario 64. I think, what the hell else do I have to do when I'm in hell, guys? I'm stuck down here. At least Yema let me have my ship, because you know that I'd blow him up if I didn't. He knows that. Okay, moving on. What's my favorite song? The tune that I make your mama sing every night. Ew! No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. I like a lot of music. Let's see. But honestly, Maximum Hormone, the F song, you know, Frieza, 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 Frieza. That's my favorite song ever, obviously, for many different reasons that are all the same reason, because it involves me, your lordship. Okay, moving on. Would I rather train with Whis or train all by myself? If I can get as strong as I have all by myself, tell me, what would I need that toothpaste-looking motherfucker for? Seriously, look at his skin and then look at his hair. He looks like a big dab of toothpaste on the top of a bottle. Telling you. Right? Am I right? I'm right. He's a bottle of Crest, and we're moving on. Which DBZ game will you do when Xenoverse is done? Well, Xenoverse is done, and we're currently doing Frieza fights. And if I don't have anybody to Frieza fight one week, I'll probably do some episodes of Parallel Quests that I have not done yet, and I think it'd be fun. And let's see, do you secretly hate your dad? Well, he did throw me under the bus with Trunks, so it's not like we have good blood, but I don't hate him. On Father's Day, I got him another ship. Lord Frieza, have you played any Crash Bandicoot games? Long time ago, I have. And let's see here. Do you ever consider us Earthlings as monkeys too, since we're evolved from apes? You know what? Partially, yes. That's actually not a bad assumption. You have evolved from apes, and you're kind of like a monkey. I'm gonna go ahead and move down a bit here. Heel Neil, one of my moderators, can you call me Daddy? Come on, Heel Neil, I thought you already did. Can I pitch next time instead of catching? Could spice things up. You know what? I'll see you in the bedroom later. Do I work your shaft the best? Zarbon may disagree with that one, but also there's Cronoa, and she does a fairly good job of it. You guys are all kind of tied for first, but I'm gonna have to give it to Cronoa right now. Supreme Kai Time knows what she's doing. 75 million years of experience can give you that. If you were to live in a house with Goku and Vegeta, without killing them, who would you room with and why? I feel like I'd rather room with Vegeta, because Goku is the too happy-go-lucky type. He'd probably want to sit there and talk to me all the time, whereas Vegeta would just want solitude and not to discuss anything at all, just to be left alone. So, I mean, other than that, he'd probably be really giving me, when I'm sleeping, he'd probably give me really weird looks of hatred, and I'd wake up and just see him staring at me, and then he'd be all tsundere and look away like, I wasn't looking at you, Frieza. And I'd look at him and go, God, Vegeta, I know you were. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. Stop talking. Go away. You know, that's pretty much what would probably happen. Why do I hate the Doria so much? He looks like he came out of a Pepto-Bismol bottle that a crocodile shit out in a sewer, rolled into Hollywood, and then got sucked back up into the sky, rained back down into someone's swimming pool that turned completely green, and then somehow got clean again, and then ended up in a water purification system that made it into a bottle of Pepto-Bismol, so he started pink, and then ended up pink through all of that random shit that I just made up on the spot. It's probably fairly accurate and should be considered canon at this point. It's not my head canon, it's real. He's literally just a bottle of pink Pepto-Bismol. He's the thing people take when they have problems, and that's just fine, but ugh, God, he's gross, literally. What are the spikes on his head? What statement do you make when you look like that, you're that killer, and you have spikes on your head? What statement do you make there? I don't know. Someone tell me, I don't know. Okay, moving on. We're getting pretty far in here, so I'm gonna have to skip some questions, guys. Guys, sorry, these happen. Not trying to skip you all. I'd love it if you could all make it into the video, but I don't want to have a 50,000 hour Q&A. I like to keep these Q&As around 20 minutes minimum, 30 minutes maximum. And I like to, go into detail on some questions, so let's stop wasting time and get back into them. I'll scroll up a little bit. I will scroll back up a little bit. Let's go. From Dylan Mayhew. My lordship, will you build another army? I thought that's what we were doing when you subscribed to me on YouTube. You're all pledging your allegiance to the Frieza Force. Because I'd like to apply. I'm just a human, power level around 5, but I'd love to serve. We can work with you. I mean, nobody really has time for a power level of 5 according to Team 4-Star, but we can work with you. We'll get you up there, don't worry. Do you like evil Goku? Do you want evil Goku of your own? Evil Goku seems like the type of guy that would get the job done, and I'd love to have him in the Frieza Force. So, Goku Black, if you're watching, I'd love to recruit you for the Frieza Force. And let's see here. Have you ever checked out any fan-made DBZ spin-offs? Example, DBM, DBNA? If yes, which one is your favorite? Fan-made spin-offs? I'm assuming you mean Dragon Ball Multiverse and whatever the other one is. I am not really interested in too many of the spin-offs. I don't really watch them. I'm more of a canon type viewer, I guess you could say. I appreciate the creativity of them, and I think some of them are really amazingly done. Multiverse did a good job with their animation and whatnot. The voice acting was good. I think Melavelli does a wonderful job with Dragon Ball Absalon. I've seen The Birth of a New God animation from Only Nora. That was a very nicely done animation. And I that's not really a spin-off series. I'm just referencing that because I thought it looked very pretty. There's a lot of things that I have opinions on with all these things, but there's really nothing bad about them. It's just that I don't really watch them because I'm more into the canon storyline. Okay, moving on. Do you have a soft spot for someone? The Supreme Kai of Time, honestly. What do you think? Frieza, do you think you can surpass Goku and give me a real fight? Already surpassed Goku in 4 months of training. I was much stronger in that fight. I just ran out of the ki, remember that. How are you doing today, my lordship? Savage Gino. Well, I'm doing well. I've got my hot tea here. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. And I'm nice and comfy in my chair. At Real Lord Frieza, how is Planet Frieza? Like, how advanced is it? More advanced than you would ever know. We've got things that make us breakfast. I just look at a little machine and it's like, what would you like, your lordship? And I go, let's see here. I would like a egg sandwich with cheese melted on top ever so slightly, just so deliciously, and the bread lightly toasted. Within 5 seconds, it's done. Just poof! Shit's like Star Trek technology. We don't play out here in my corner of space. We're advanced. We dumped the resources in, and we got there and got the job done. Hi, your lordship. It's been a while. What do you think Black Goku is? Well, I assume maybe he's some type of alien of some sort. I don't really think he's, actually Goku. That man is not smart enough to be a battle tacticianist the way that Black is. Goku's more of a dive right in, see what happens guy, get his ass beat most of the time, and gets a lucky transformation at the end. Come on, let's be honest, guys. Your favorite hero is pretty boring. Let's see here. How was the relationship with King Cold? Was it close? And I mean close. What is wrong with you? You are just a gross man. Ugh, gosh, go away. Am I your son? No, you're not my son. I don't know who you are from a can of paint, but hello there, hi. Real Lord Frieza, would you ever be interested in a fight with Sailor Galaxia? We could fight in the sheets if that's what she wants to do right there. Look at those hands. Look like she could do some work with those. Hey, my Lord Frieza, does your dad in his second form? And does he transform? Or just he can't and is in second form? He's just in his second form. He could probably transform. Never seen him do it, but I assume that he can. Okay, let's see here. Have you mastered your golden form yet? Please tell me. Yes, I have. Actually, since I've been down here in Hell, I have mastered it. There's no ki loss anymore. If anything, I'm just getting stronger as we go now. And as we get closer to the bottom here. Hey, Lord Frieza. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Hey, Lord Sexy. I mean Frieza. Do you like Deadpool? If so, what is your favorite quote? I love the Deadpool movie, and my favorite quote is this. I'd like to... No, what was it? I think, yes. Her legs are like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I want to visit her between the holidays. That's a good line right there. You cannot deny that's not a good line. I love it so much. It's a big, awesome line there. Ryan Reynolds, cute man, by the way. Whew, love a raunchy night with him in the sheets. Oh my, you have no idea. Who is your bitch? I think it's the Green Man. Oh, I've made the Green Man my bitch on Namek and on Earth. Let's not forget that. You're pretty right there. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Adomnity. Adomnity? Octavian? Did I pronounce that properly or correctly? I don't know. You let me know in the comments down below. And if your name is different than on Twitter, let me know. XM4R5. I remember you from my Twitch. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so I have a question, my son. Do you like Chi-Chi or Bulma? I prefer Chi-Chi because Bulma's Saiyan son killed me and my ship. Daddy, remember, that was my ship we were in that day. Also, I think I'm gonna go with Bulma because I like girls with blue hair. Hatsune Miku. But Chi-Chi's pretty much really a close second. If anything, almost tied for first. Have you seen her with her hair down, laying in bed in Dragon Ball Super? The only thing that was really bad about that scene was that there was 2 monkeys in the bed sleeping with her. Ugh, gosh, ruined it for me. Good moment, ruined. At Real Lord Frieza, which do you prefer, Zarbon or Supreme Kai of Time? No threesomes. Don't tell Zarbon, but I like her a little bit more. She works the shaft better. Which hurt more, Trunk Sword or cutting yourself in half? Trunk Sword, a lot more pride issues there. Favorite Keller Gummy Bear? Golden, of course. Hey, Lord Frieza, if you turned into Diamond, we're done. No. At Real Lord Frieza, gold up? No. Okay, the final couple of questions here. At Real Lord Frieza, who of your servants have been your favorite, excluding Zarbon? Now, that's a good question right there. That's something that I can actually get behind. Okay, so excluding Zarbon, I would have to say... Whew, if we're including Resurrection F stuff, I guess Sorbet... and Tagoma, because, they got me brought back to life, so they got to be my favorite right there instantaneously, automatically. You get someone brought back to life that, Wasn't around before, they got me out of that cocoon. You know, now I'm back down here, but at least I get to leave the cocoon and go to my ship during the day and whatnot. And I spend nights here too sometimes. They've gotten pretty lax with it. They know I can't go anywhere, so I can't really escape, so they kind of just leave me alone and do my own thing now. And does Goku have a YouTube or Twitter account too? He probably has a Twitter account. I can't really imagine him figuring out how to work a YouTube one. And same guy does Vegeta. Vegeta actually does. And it's kind of funny you ask that. I've seen that the Prince Vegeta has his own YouTube channel, and he does Let's Plays and whatnot, and he does reactions and stuff. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. You're going to want to check him out and sub to him, because, hell, even I've laughed at some of Vegeta's videos over there. He's not half bad when it comes to entertaining. Even for a filthy monkey, he's made his lordship laugh a few times. Alright everyone, I'm going to leave you on that note. Make sure to check out Stewie and Vegeta's channels in the description down below, and whatever links I said that I was going to leave in the description below, and I believe I said I was going to leave Geekdom 101's Twitter account there as well. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Ha ha ha! Okay, bye!